guys, my name is Elle, and today we are kicking off a decluttering series in which we are going to tackle everything in my house. Every Monday, starting today, for the next several weeks or even months, we are going to be doing a declutter video here on this channel, and we are going to be selecting a category and going through everything and then organizing that category at the end of the video. I'm going to kick off with something that is a hard category for me. It is one that I have been avoiding. I've done some categories already. I am going to be uploading them in a different order than how I shot them, just because sometimes I'm in the mood to shoot an easier category or a harder one, but I'm going to be posting them in an order that makes a little bit more sense for how I want it laid out. I don't know. I wanted to start with a hard category because I wanted to kick this off and show myself and you guys that you can do it. Decluttering is not always easy. Even if you're super motivated to do it, certain sections are going to be very hard for you. Today, we are going to be doing my makeup collection. And as a former beauty guru, I have a lot of makeup. And it is a section that's very hard for me to declutter. I have done declutters before. It's just a harder section for me than, say, clothing or accessories or books even. As much as I love Marie Kondo and the life-changing magic of tidying up, which I know is trending right now and everyone's talking about it, I've read that book multiple times. It is super inspiring, but the method itself doesn't seem to work for me. I do not want to do all my sentimental everything in one, all my paper in one. Like, I'm doing it a little bit more subcategoried. I'm doing much smaller sections, and that is what's working for me. And it's proven that it's worked for me. It's working for me because I've already done several sections and I've been very, very happy with how those sections have turned out. I hope you guys are excited about the series. I hope you guys check back every single Monday for the next several months while we're doing this series. And if you are excited, please make sure you subscribe and you give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment with your thoughts. And without further ado, we're gonna get into this project that I've been avoiding and I'm so nervous about, but we're gonna do it. All right, let's get started. So first I'm gonna show you what we're starting with, which is a bunch of chaos. First, we have all the stuff down here. These are some PR products I need to go through. These were all items that were inside of my bathroom that I've been using. These are all products I need to go through and decide what I wanna keep. Those are all pigments, we'll get into that. And then that was in a bathroom drawer. I was like kind of using some of that stuff. And then over here, we have this little makeup vanity. This is where I actually get ready if I'm not getting ready in my bathroom, which I do half the time. That's why my makeup is scattered. We have a couple of like random makeup items that I've used recently. We have some brushes that are in desperate need of a clean. We have this makeup bag, which I have been using the products in there. Then we have some makeup in these drawers. They aren't super full. Some of the drawers are. I mean, that drawer's pretty full. But I'm just giving you a true overview of our starting point. I haven't like made sure that these drawers were nice at all. This is like mostly more stuff that I've actually like been using. This is a bin of organizational things that I pulled in here to help me organize the drawers. And then we have that. And then over here in this closet, we have a set of Alex drawers that has makeup all the way down it. So this set of Alex drawers is all planner stuff. That's a totally separate category that we're gonna be doing. But this set of Alex drawers is all makeup. So again, just showing you what we are starting with no prior organization. These drawers at one point were super, super organized, but they've kind of like gotten disheveled. That one is completely empty, which is amazing. This one has one item, which is amazing. This has lipsticks, and these are like little lipstick organizers that I'll probably end up using. We have palettes, a couple clutches randomly that I need to move out of there. Oh, this isn't even makeup. This is like a separate category, wall things from Bath & Body Works. And then we have, oh, mascara and lashes. There's a lot of that. Also up here in a couple of these boxes, I think we have some like lipsticks and stuff. So we will go through those. And then the last place I have stuff is up here. I have a few things. There's like a couple PR things here that I decided to keep that I do want to go through This is all the nail polish I have left. I actually have a huge declutter on my Instagram. If you go there and you look under highlights and you look under declutter, I have a nail polish declutter where I get rid of hundreds of nail polishes, and I just did it on Instagram. You can still watch it if you want, but this is all that I've kept, so I'm not gonna go through that. So that is what we are starting with, and even though it does seem like a ton, it's actually so much more manageable than it would have been even a couple of years ago. As a beauty guru, I am still on a lot of PR lists. I get so much product, you guys, and I know so many beauty gurus that do what I used to do, which is I had an entire room where I would just put all the PR products, and obviously I would use a lot of them, but you get sent so much stuff, it would just pile up and become a little bit of a hoarder's room. And there are so many beauty gurus that have secret hoarding rooms of PR products that they have not gotten rid of, that they don't know what to do with, and you would never even know it. Not everyone. I know some beauty gurus that are like super good about not doing that, but a lot of YouTubers have rooms that they would never show on camera that are just full of stuff. Rooms, closets, like whatever it is, they have those hidden areas. And I do not anymore. I used to. But right now, this is literally every single smidgen of makeup that I own is in this video that I've showed you already. And for someone who gets PR packages, this is such a manageable amount. Like, trust me, it seems like so much, but it really, like, I'm okay. Looking at this, I'm less stressed than I was when I started. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to organize everything by categories to start with, and that's going to take me a long time, but I will be back. I'm going to put some music on and I'm going to do that, and I will be back and I will show you all the categories. You guys, I gave up pulling them all out about halfway through because my floor is getting covered and I'm going to have nowhere to sit. So I think from this point on, I'm going to do it by category. So we're going to start with face stuff, which is going to be primers, setting sprays, foundations, concealers, and powders. We have all of my primers here. We have concealers, and this was a PR concealer package that came recently that I want to go through. We have foundations, and we have powders. That took a really, really long time, but I'm done with all of my face stuff, and I'm happy to report that I'm getting rid of about half, maybe a little less than half. This is all the stuff that I'm parting ways with. And this is all the stuff that I'm going to be keeping. I'm not going to go through every single product and give you my thoughts on why I'm keeping it or why I'm passing it on, because this video would be forever. If I wanted to do it by section, I could do that. But if I'm trying to do my whole collection in one video, like, there's no way. But what I am gonna do is tell you some of the reasons why certain things are going. I don't wear a ton of powder because I do like my look to be a little dewier. I have dry skin, so I got rid of a handful of powders. I got rid of a bunch of foundation shades that don't match me. I did keep one of these and one of these in the color that matched me best, but these were sent as PR. These are mattifying products. Again, I don't like super matte face products, so I'm gonna let those go. These are another PR product. Those are all the colors I decided not to keep. I actually kept quite a few of these because I loved the texture and I want to be able to play with it and make sure I'm keeping the exact shade that I should. So I did keep a range for myself, but these are the ones that are like definitely not my color. And then as far as foundations go, I did get rid of a couple just because they're old. Ones that I really like, but they just are too old, like this one, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love this foundation, but it is just too old. It needs to go. This one, Clarins Extra Comfort. I like the finish of this, but I can't stand the smell anymore. And I don't know if the smell maybe has gotten stronger because it's a little bit older, but that's gotta go. I got rid of some concealers. Some of them are just old. Some of them I just never reach for. The Naked one is completely used up. That's an empty, so that's gonna go in the trash. This foundation I really love, but this particular shade is way too orange for me. Amazing Cosmetics concealer is used up. That's gonna go in the trash. Same with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I love this, but it's an empty. And we have some more foundations down here that just did not work for me. Either the shade is wrong or the coverage is wrong, or I just don't like it. I love Benefit Professional, but I have a bunch of them. I'm keeping an unopened one. I think these are still sealed as well, so I'm just gonna pass them on. I don't need to have 3. So yeah, those are all the items that I am either throwing away or passing on. Next up are blushes, highlighters, and bronzers. And you guys, I think this is gonna be the hardest section for me because I love highlighters and blushes so much. I don't know why, I just really do. So this is going to be the hardest section. I am definitely not looking forward to giving anything out of this section away, but we're gonna see what kind of progress we can make. I laid everything out so that I could see everything properly. And you guys, what the heck, but where did all my bronzers go? These are like all the little bits of bronzers I could find. I feel like I used to have so many, not that I need more than that, but also my baby's in here. Yes, you hanging out with Mama? Yes, he is keeping me company. So let's get into this. Oh dear, oh dear. There are some that just right away speak to me as either keeping or getting rid of. For instance, I'm going to let the LA colors and the So Susan go. These two NARS colors in Douceur and Sin are two of my favorites. So those are both going to stay. I am going to let all of my Elle ones go. They're nice, but they're not super pigmented. Little. So I'm gonna let those ones go. I'm gonna keep this Illamasqua blush because I love that one. I'm thinking gonna keep a lot of my MAC ones. I'm probably going to keep my Benefits. I might let some of these NARS ones go. And yeah, there's just ones like here and there that I'm going to let go. I definitely don't need to keep all these. So I'm going to do that. Yes. So my advice if you're working on a category that's harder for you is to go in really small piles. Instead of looking at the whole picture and overwhelming yourself, I'm doing like small handfuls of piles at a time. So for instance, for this little pile, we have two NYX blushes. This one is Spice. I really do like this one. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm gonna let this one go. And then as much as I love this color, I am gonna let this blush go. I just never use it. This highlighter isn't super highlightery enough for me, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let this go purely because I never reach for it. And then the two hard candies, I'm having trouble because I kind of want to keep them both, but I never use them. So I don't know, I think with ones that are like this, I'm gonna put them in a maybe instead of immediately pulling them into my keep pile. And I'm gonna swatch a handful at the end that I'm kind of unsure of and make the decisions that way. My baby seems to have picked himself out a product, Benefit Coralista, for a small baby. And he was looking at this and I thought it was funny because it has my name on it. It says Elle's Hula by Benefit, which was a PR product. And guys, I love it when my name is put on stuff, so I definitely had to keep that one. But also it's a great product. But this one has stolen my Coralista. Yes, you have. Here are all of the ones that I'm keeping. And here are all of the ones that I am parting ways with. I would say it's about half. This pile looks a little bit bigger, but some of the palettes are larger in this pile. So I'm actually pretty proud at how many things I was able to part ways with, especially considering this is my favorite category. I mean, I still have a ton, but I feel like this is super manageable. Some of these items were definitely difficult for me to let go of. For instance, this Burberry bronzer that I had purchased because it was a product that I used to use and love. I repurchased it and they must have reformatted the formula because the color is completely wrong now, even though it was the same color as what I had used before. So that was really sad. I had a lot of trouble with that, but I have to let it go. It is not my color. I swatched everything again. And even though it's very hard for me to say goodbye to these products, it is the right thing to do. Next up are makeup brushes, and you guys are gonna have to forgive the fact that so many of them are dirty. I am definitely overdue a huge cleaning of all of my brushes, but first we're gonna declutter them. And I don't think that I've ever done a makeup brush declutter because I've always been under the impression that the more the better with brushes because they're so expensive. Like, why would you want to declutter them? It's not like they go bad. But at this point, I have way too many. I just do not need these. I do not need them. So I am going to do a declutter on my brushes. Here is my before. These ones are all new ones that are still in its packaging. These ones are all used ones. And then the ones in this cup are the ones that I'm currently using on a daily basis. I'm keeping everything that's on the top row and I'm giving away everything that is on the bottom row. So to bring you in a little bit closer, these are all unused NARS makeup brushes that were sent to me for PR that I haven't given a try yet to, and I definitely do want to try those. These are all my Artiste brushes that Blair gave me for Christmas one year. I am going to be keeping those. Here is a close-up of all of the brushes that I am keeping. I do realize I'm keeping quite a bit, but I love all of these. They do need a really good bath. And then these are all of the ones that I'm giving away. Most of them are either brushes I never use, or they're duplicates, or I have better quality versions of the same type of brush. This is an unopened Real Techniques that I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on, and an unopened travel size MAC brushes that I would keep, but they're just duplicates. I have ones that I am keeping, so I'm gonna pass these ones on. Overall, I actually feel like I am getting rid of quite a bit. I know I'm keeping more than I'm getting rid of, but still, I'm pretty happy with this amount. Moving on to lips, this is what we are starting with. So we have lipsticks, liners, glosses, more glosses, lipsticks. Those are like my most worn ones that I've actually had like in my vanity. These are PR ones over here, and you'll see like missing holes, and that's because when I get PR products in, I go ahead and go through them right away before they ever move into my collection, and I get rid of the things that I'm definitely not going to use. Obviously, I've kept quite a bit. So I'm gonna go back through all these PR ones as well. So that is the starting lip category. You guys, look at my arm. That's what happens when you declutter lipsticks. Look who came to join me. Hi, baby. He says I'm helping Mom do her lipstick. Yes. A sweet boy. Are you happy to be with Mama? Yeah. Lips are done. This is everything that I am keeping, and this is everything that I'm passing on. The things inside of the box are items that are either used up or they're so old that I'm going to be tossing them. Everything else is relatively new or completely unused, and therefore I can donate those to friends or family. And then this is all the stuff I'm keeping. And there were certain sections that were easier than others. Glosses were pretty easy because I don't wear a ton of gloss. Liners were really hard because I thought I was going to keep everything. But surprisingly, there was a good number of liners I was able to let go of. I did swatch every single thing. It took a long time, but it was worth it. I'm happy with the amount of stuff that I am parting ways with, and I'm also happy with what I'm left with. As I was putting this section away, there were a few more lipsticks and glosses that I decided to part ways with. So all these guys are going into the giveaway bin. Moving on to my very last category. This is going to be all of my eye products. So eyeshadows, eyelid primers, brow products, liners, mascaras. It's all in this category. This entire bin are fake eyelashes. I'm probably going to keep most of them because those don't go bad, and also like when you need the right pair, it's so nice to have it. We have some palettes, we have miscellaneous makeup that I had been using recently. This is like newer stuff that I need to go through, and this is all pigments. To be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I never ever use pigments anymore. I used to. I went through many years where I collected them. I feel so sad to be getting rid of them, but I never use them. So I truly don't know what I'm gonna do with this right here. I'm very anxious about that little container. But the rest of this I feel good about. Let's do this. Here is what I'm keeping, and here is what I'm getting rid of. This is the smallest pile of decluttered items from all of the categories we did in this video, but most of that has to do with the fact that I did a massive eyeshadow declutter about a year ago. That's why like I literally only have that many single eyeshadows. I just got rid of so many last time, but I did get rid of about half my pigments, maybe more than half my pigments. I should have gotten rid of all of them, but I really had a hard time letting go of some of my neutrals. I'm gonna see if I wear them. Maybe I will. If I don't, they will go during the next declutter of my makeup collection. I ended up keeping almost all of my eyelashes. I did give a small stack away of ones that I just don't feel I'll ever use, but I kept a bunch of them, and then I kept most of my palettes. I kept all of my unopened mascaras because, you know, they're unopened and then I won't have to buy any for a long time. I have a bunch that I want to try that I've never tried before, so we'll see how that goes. So, yep, this is what is gonna go. Yeah, so now I have to organize all the stuff I'm keeping and try to see if I can get it all to fit just in these 9 Alex drawers. That's kind of like my goal, to get it all to fit just in the one tower and nowhere else. You guys, I cannot believe that I'm done with this category. This was such an overwhelming thing in my head, and now that it's done, I feel so good. I cannot wait to show you how I've organized it. I am so pleased with how this declutter turned out. So first of all, I'm gonna show you, this is all of the stuff that I am donating. As you can see, it's a pretty big bin. This is everything that I showed you guys in the different categories. So the original goal was to have everything fit in this one tower of Alex drawers, and actually what ended up happening is I was able to fit everything just in these drawers here, with the exception of unopened mascaras and false eyelashes. Those are in the tower. Those are items that are not used on a daily basis, so I'm actually okay with having that separate. But as for all of my makeup, everything fit right here. I never thought that would be possible with the size of my makeup collection. I'm so excited. Over here, we just have my makeup mirror on some books, and then we have all of my brushes. These aren't all of the ones I kept, but these are all of the ones that are either new or the ones that I've recently washed. I am in the process of washing all of my makeup brushes, and it is a very long process, so some of them are still in my bathroom and still need to be done, but these are all of the ones that have been cleaned, so they have been moved over here. Everything else is completely cleared off of my desk, and that is how I like it. I like for this to be very clean looking. So then going into the drawers. So the first drawer has all of my daily products and also new products that I might want to try out that are still in its packaging. So newer products or things that I use on an everyday basis, as well as some tools. So I have some Q-tips here with some cotton balls in the back. And then I have like eyelash glue, eyelash curlers, sharpeners, tweezers, different tools are there. I have a palette that I want to use along with some of my more like everyday palettes. These are the eyeshadows that I use on a daily basis. We have my primer, my setting spray, a couple other setting sprays. These are some newer products that I want to try out. And then we have my one little lone memory keeping, brings me joy product that I'm keeping purely for sentimental reasons and not because I ever am going to use her anymore. She's a very, very old blush, but man, she reminds me of the beginning days of YouTube, and I want to keep her, and she does bring me joy. So she's here in the very top, so I can see her on a daily basis. And then we have more of my like everyday use products in these two containers here. In the second drawer, we have all of my blushes, highlighters, and bronzers. This used to take up, I believe, 3 drawers in my old makeup collection. The fact that it all fits in one is astonishing to me. Like, I know that that should not be so exciting, but it is. Like, I cannot believe it fit in one drawer. And granted, it's a very full drawer, but I just love this drawer so, so much. So I have like my sticks or my liquid products here. And then we just have all the blushes and all the highlights. We have palettes in the back. Man, I'm so happy with the way this drawer turned out. The next drawer is all of my face products. So we have concealers, foundations, and powders in here. Again, super excited that it all fit in one drawer. I used to have powders like in a whole drawer by itself, which is ridiculous. So man, it looks so good. Like, I'm so excited about the way that everything turned out in this project. The next one is all of my lip products. So we have all my lipsticks, and these organizers are from Amazon. I will link any organizer that I used that I can find the link of. I will link below, because especially these lipstick organizers, they are really, really good. And also these little clear caps that are on some of my lipsticks, these are from Amazon as well, and I definitely recommend them because then you can see the colors of your MAC lipsticks, and they make other brands as well. I do have a couple for my Bite Beauty lipsticks, and so that's a different size. I will link those below as well. We have all of my lip liners in here, and then we have some lipsticks that are like too big to fit in these organizers, so I just put them here. And then these are all my glosses. I actually kept a fair amount of glosses. I don't wear gloss a lot, so I did get rid of the majority of my glosses, but this is actually like pretty good amounts. So that is my lip drawer. And then the bottom drawer is my eye drawer. So I have my palettes, I have the pigments I decided to keep, which if I don't use those are gonna go the next round, but I could not get rid of all of them. It was so strange. We have all my liners and my like liquid products here. We have a couple more palettes that wrap around the front. And then we have my single eyeshadows and my cream eyeshadows here. Oh my gosh, guys, that's amazing that it fit there. And then coming over to these drawers, these ones are all empty. The first one that has anything in it is this one. This is just a brush roll and a couple of like extra tools and some like sponges and stuff. I didn't really know where to put it, so it went inside this drawer. And then the next one down has all of my mascaras. These are all the ones that are unopened, that are not currently being used. I am planning on not buying mascara probably for the rest of my life, it looks like. I will just come to this drawer and select a new one. I only ever have one mascara open at a time because like, why? I mean, they kind of go bad like faster than other products. So we have all my mascaras, and then this drawer has all of my fake lashes, and they're all like pretty easily accessible, pretty easy to find, so I'm happy with that. The rest of the drawers are empty, so it's just those 3 drawers that are in this tower, and I honestly thought I was gonna have to use all these drawers, plus I thought maybe I'd have some overflow in my vanity. I am so happy with this. I'm so happy, you guys. I'm so happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next Monday with the next declutter video, and leave me your thoughts, comments below. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell to be notified, and give this video a thumbs up. Gotta say all those YouTube things, and I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.